Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another session on sports and fitness with Burhani Sports. Today we have with us Dr. Shakir Kapadia. Over to you, Doctor.
I am Dr. Shakir Kapadia. I am an orthopedic surgeon and I am professor and head of department at Saifi Hospital in my department, and I'm here for quite some time. I was here in the older hospital and then I'm here in the newer hospital. And I suppose, I am interested basically in joint replacement surgery. I would deal with a lot of sports injuries at the same time. I do a fair amount of cancer and reconstruction surgery also. So, it is a fair, complete exposure to the different branches of orthopedics that I'm doing in the last so many years. And well, I'm here. Let's shoot.
Thank you so much for being here. Doctor, let's jump right into the session. What, according to you, is the most basic and simple activity we can all indulge in on a daily basis?
Sayyidina Muhammad Saiful Mullah himself has said that everybody should be walking. So now I cannot have a better advocate for walking than him. I've been thinking a long time for so many years, and I advise my patients that the simplest exercise that is available to everybody is walking. Wherever you are in the world, you can just walk. There's nobody to prevent you from walking. You can day, night, anytime you want to go. And that the simplest exercise doesn't cost you anything at all. You can decide your own time, you can decide your own place, you can decide your own pace, you can do anything, just about anything, and you can walk. And I'm really so lucky Formula this time has said walking is the best exercise, and it's almost like he has put a absolute stamp on what I was feeling all these years. It's such a nice thing that Mullah has said that. And what I think is that a lot of people, when they start walking, people first of all are scared to walk. Some of them. I discussed with my patients, 40 years of orthopedics now, and some people are scared कि हमारा से चलाई नहीं, पण सुकाम नहीं चलाई. And लोगों ने लागे कि I should walk for half an hour, 1 hour every day. That's not possible. I'm not used to walking. How can I ever walk for 1 hour in a day? So if I am not a walker, how do I start? Very simple. I start with about 10 to 15 minutes in a day by the clock. Don't push yourself more. Because in the beginning, when you start walking, you will feel I can walk for 1 hour, but then after that, next 3 days, you'll be knocked out. So there is no point in exhausting yourself. So if you're not a walker, start with about 10 to 15 minutes in a day. And then after a week or 2 weeks, once you are comfortable, then increase by 5 minutes. Another 15 days, increase by another 5 minutes, and about 2.5, 3 months later, તમે about અડધો પોનો કલાક તક પહોંચી ગયા. So that should be it. We don't want to unnecessarily overdo that. Half an hour, 45 minutes of walking in a day is enough. And maybe later on, once you have come to that period, then if you want, you can increase your walking speed. And slowly over 6 months to 1 year, you can come, to a good walking speed. So when you would be walking the same amount, in the same time, you will be walking about 3 times the distance after about a year after you started walking. And then you could maintain that, and I think that should be more than sufficient. If you're just doing a normal walk, maybe, half an hour of normal walk, you don't really need to do much about it.
Okay.
But if you're going to do jogging and running, then you must stretch before you start walking.
Okay.
Simplest is spread your legs out and try and touch the floor 2-3 times. Walk on your toes for a few steps. Walk on your heels for a few steps. And bend your body backwards and forwards. And then you start your jogging or running. But for a normal walking, you don't really need much of stretching.
This is what my psychology teacher used to tell us in college, that if you don't put a comma, life will put a full stop.
Yes, that you can see it all the time. And as an orthopedic surgeon, I see a lot of full stops. And sometimes the full stop may be permanent. Because if you injure your muscle very badly, then sometimes it is very difficult to go into rehab. And your high level activity, you will never be able to achieve that again. That we see sometimes, definitely with the knee injuries and all that we get. Some people are not able to resume their normal competitive level of sport. They can play, but not at a very high competitive level. I'll just give you a simple analogy. When you start children to learn, you teach them alphabets first. Then you teach them words. Then you teach them short sentences. Then you teach them longer sentences, and then eventually they graduate into books. So if you give somebody something so much to do at one time, you're going to exhaust them, and that is going to, I mean, make them feel that I cannot do something even before they have started. So it's better to start with a very low note and then you go up. Now, for people who are regular walkers for so many years, then they can start jogging, they can start running, they can do everything. But that is if you are conditioned to do that. I see people who have never walked in their life, they go and do jogging for half an hour in a day, and the third day they are down. The knees are bad, the backs are all caught up and stiff, and they are down for the next 3 to 6 months. So that is the wrong way to go about it. So decide your own level of fitness and then go forward from there. Don't look at the other person and do your exercise. You decide your level, how much you can, and dire go forward, and inshallah it will come. It is very, very easy. It is just very easy.
Thank you, Dr. Uncle. Doctor, since we're talking about exhaustion during activities, what are the things people who indulge in high intensity activities should not do?
What I feel very strongly is that every person should understand that a human body has limits. Don't push yourself unnecessarily. I mean, me as a person, if I'm an athlete, I know my level of fitness, yes? So I know that I can go up to this level and not beyond. When I am in a group of people and I find 5 people are performing much at a higher level, maybe they are able to perform. That is good for them, but I should not try to copy them. I should get my level of fitness up and then maybe go to that step forward. Because I don't know, you see nowadays we hear of so many people having sudden deaths while exercising, by walking, by running, because maybe they are pushing themselves more than their body can take, and that should not be done. That's very few. I mean, it's a lot of people don't realize that my level of fitness is not as good as I think it is. Sometimes it is good to see a sports consultant before you go to that extra level, and let that opposite person evaluate you whether you are ready for that. Or maybe if you have a coach or you have a partner who you regularly exercise with, that person will be a better person to judge whether you can take that extra step forward.